just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, 'cause nobody made us, and no one can take this 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
I don't even know why that's happening. Let's try this one here. There, that's better. That's better. Good morning, everybody. It's
Hello.
Patrick and the people. It is Monday, and man, what a damn weekend it was, buddy. I mean, damn, bro.
Need an arc.
No doubt, huh? I mean, how wild was that shit?
It was
man?
insane, man. Like, the rain blowing, just the winds, like everything was crazy, man.
Man, I had multiple different small little things that, you know, through the weekend, I was just like, damn, that was close, that was close, that was close.
Yeah.
You know, I had one of my clients who's got a home on the market had a tree fall right in the middle of the house, just boop.
Oh, man.
And I wasn't alone. There were several that had that happen. I was going to show a house yesterday, and I got to wait because a tree fell on that one.
Man.
So a lot of people, I think, man, when that wind came in,
Man,
was that Friday night? Yeah.
Yeah, they said it was equivalent to like an E1 tornado moved across the metro in Little Rock or something like that. I was like, that's crazy.
I know I was in my garage, and I opened the door because it was so loud, and which probably is the dumbest thing in the world, but I'm like, I need to see what's happening
You want
here.
to see what's coming.
And I opened the door, and I mean, right out on the street, I thought it was about to, I thought something was going to hit. Something was going to touch down because it was rotating, and the wind was just, I mean, it was going crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, there may be a little one dropped right here. I don't know if I'm going to watch it happen and get sucked up or what.
It's crazy. I seen where Luke had to take cover.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had one like come over. He had to take cover and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he was
I
like
didn't
close
see that.
close call. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sure did, man.
Oh, no. Did it touch down? Or
Yeah, I
just
think it did. I think there was a big one right there where he's at, man.
Really?
Yeah, because he had a picture of the funnel cloud or the wall cloud.
Oh, my
and it was
God.
massive, man.
Man, Luke, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I was so busy with everything going on this weekend, I didn't see what was going on with you.
Yeah, it was crazy,
I'm glad
man.
you're okay, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was flooding out in all kinds of places, and in Saline County, they were shutting down roads.
Yes.
And I was going home, and this guy had just come through, and he told me he was in a pickup, and he goes, man, it's getting bad. And I was like, yeah, and I just punched it. And I'm in my Explorer, you know, which isn't that high off the ground or anything.
Yeah.
And about halfway through that water, it started moving the truck a little bit. And I was like, oh, shit, maybe I miscalculated. It was almost up to my doors, but I just gunned it through, and it was fine. But I was like, damn, man, it's really, there's a lot of water coming through.
Yes, man.
I mean, everybody was posting about it.
Yeah. Did you see the guy on the jet ski?
No.
That was
The guy on the
hilarious.
jet ski.
Yeah, there's a guy on the highway, or one of the interstates had gotten flooded out, like across the road. Well, this guy bust out the jet ski and a skier, man, was pulling a skier behind a jet ski.
Well, somebody was upset by that?
No, everybody was laughing at it. But they had it
okay.
on the RDOT camera, you know, like the watches the highway.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they had
yeah.
picked it up even.
Yeah. Is he going to be in trouble or anything?
I hope not, man. He was just living his best life, man.
No, man. I mean, it's like, how often do you get to use your jet skis that time of year? It's
I'm
like,
telling you,
hey,
man.
you know, get on out there.
In Mayflower right now, if you go across the flats, man, it looks like a lake. Like
Really?
a full lake out there, man. It's insane. Like you
Man.
could have fun out there today.
Yeah. A lot of people, you know, had things going on like that all around the state and probably the country, I guess. I mean, listening to what you were saying about Luke, they were dealing with it too.
Well, it came through, I think, Texas. It hit us, and then, like, Memphis and them got hit, but I don't know how much farther it went than that. But I know it got at least three states.
Man, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Little doggy says good morning. Tasha said good morning. What's up, Tasha?
What
she
up?
said, are we all okay after this weekend's flood? Yeah.
Hope so.
Brandon Goodwin said sideways rain he saw. Yeah, that'll always make you nervous. Christian said, yeah, he was skiing on 67 167.
That shit was wild.
Victor said, yo, it got rough in some parts.
Man, it did.
What's up, Coop?
What up, Coop?
Yeah, man. Tasha said, I knew that was Chad jet skiing in Jacksonville.
Y'all gonna get me in trouble with this stuff, man. That was not me.
Hold on, you said that all of a sudden memes started
All
going
right.
I said something about it.
Yes, I guess it was Saturday. I was a little slow at work, not like stop, but I was a little slow, and I was like, I'm gonna ski down Oak Street on my jet ski, just messing around.
Just being silly.
Yeah, and people started laughing and stuff like that. And then
So when somebody
actually did it, they were like, "Is this you?" And people were tagging me in the videos. I was like, "Oh no!"
Like everybody started tagging you like it was you on the freeway.
Man, I had 3 different views. Like I had the view from afar from the RDOT cam. I had a view from somebody on the interstate, and then I got a view from the guy inside the truck or on the jet ski one filming the guy skiing.
Oh my! Hold on, the people doing it tagged you.
Well, I don't know. Somehow I end up with all 3, but like 3 different versions of it.
Even the perpetrators tagging you in it. Is this you, Chad? Knowing it was him.
What is going on? But yeah, I
That's
had 3
great.
different angles of that, man. It was pretty awesome.
That's pretty hilarious, man. For the record, it was not Chad.
No, and then TT tagged me. She did like a meme of me on a jet ski with my face imposed on it real big.
That didn't help.
Yeah, so if you're on my Facebook, go there and check it out. It's pretty hilarious.
That is hilarious, man, that you somehow were implicated as the potential jet skier.
State people are going to be knocking on my door. You got a jet ski, son?
Yeah, all based on one silly comment you made that anybody might have made.
Like, I ain't got no jet ski, man.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious, man. Anybody you know have any real damage to their property or home or anything?
Not that I've talked to yet. I hadn't
No.
talked to all my like redneck buddies that live out like stuff like that by like creeks
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I'm sure some of them have gotten some stuff.
Yeah, I wonder, I was looking over here and there was some flooding even here by the studio.
Yeah,
at
you
one
could see
point.
across the road where stuff had been coming across the road right
Yeah,
there.
I wondered, how many people near the river had water coming up, because there are some people that live. I mean, they've got that right over in the North Little Rock on Broadway area.
Mm-hmm.
You can look down and see where right by the river they have what is it, like an RV park or a camper park or something?
I bet it's right there on their doorsteps.
Boy, it had
not
to be,
more,
man. I mean, it has to be coming up on
because they're
them.
swelling, man. Like all the banks have to be.
That'd make me so nervous. I couldn't live right on the riverbank.
Especially right now with all this weather, like just going crazy. Like any kind of ocean front or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know exactly what you're saying. No, I'll drive to a body of water, but I don't
I'm not
necessarily
trying
want
to
to
live
live
there.
on it.
No.
Maybe a lake, but that's about it.
I feel like
Maybe.
Arkansas, and it feels crazy right now saying it with all the tornadoes, but I feel like we're kind of in a safe spot.
We are the safest place to
I
be
really
still.
think so, man. Like
I know it's stupid, but
it's just
we
a
are.
couple months of the year we have to deal with these damn things, and then it's like
Then we got
we're
some heat.
chill after that.
Yeah,
you know,
a little heat.
a little heat, but I mean it's nothing like earthquakes or none
No,
on
none of that
wood.
crazy. No hurricanes really coming
Right,
in,
right.
nothing like that.
So I mean,
Yeah, no.
that's what you wish for, man.
My wife was giving me hell because she said, so what happened to you saying tornadoes never come to Saline County anymore? And I was like, well, I don't think it was officially a tornado or anything, but we did catch some of that weather. I said, but look, we still dodged the bigger part of the bullet.
I still say Tornado Alley is shifting north,
It
man.
has shifted north. Yeah, I mean, I think we caught a periphery of it because this was a bigger rainstorm.
Yeah.
But damn, that was a lot of damn rain.
A lot of rain,
I mean,
man.
a lot.
They're talking about a foot and a half. I was like,
Really?
that's crazy.
Man, that, yeah, and that water got to go somewhere. Let's see. Not too many ocean fronts in Arkansas. That's true, Brandon. Joey said, good morning. What's up, man?
What up?
Brandon said, allegedly wasn't Chad. What's up? What's up, Brad? Let's see. He said Haskell was flooded pretty good, according to Brandon.
Haskell floods bad, yeah.
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 Yeah, it flooded pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
What's the population over in
I
Haskell?
don't know, man.
About like 13, 14 people?
It's not that many. I got married in Haskell.
Is Haskell or Traskwood bigger? Do they
I don't
fight
even know
each
what
other?
that is, man. Where,
Traskwood?
yeah, I've never even heard of that place.
Oh, okay. Then Haskell must be bigger. Traskwood is just south of Benton a little bit, but between, if I'm not mistaken, it's between there and Haskell. But it's right there.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get to some news you can use now that we've just ruined all the storm coverage possible there. A federal judge not backing down from her order They have a Maryland man returned from El Salvador. The judge has denied a Justice Department request for a stay on her order to have Kilmar Garcia returned to the U.S. Yesterday's 22-page ruling called the detention lawless blasted the administration, blah, blah. So they're arguing over bringing him back. But the administration says, yeah, once they're sent to El Salvador, nothing we can do. So we'll see how that continues to go. But I know they're trying to make this guy some kind of victim, but I think he was an MS-13 guy, right?
If he is, he deserves to be there.
I mean, that's what happens, man. Cassie Ventura does plan to testify against Diddy in his upcoming trial. It will not be anonymous. They said victim number one prepared to testify under her own name. In his upcoming trial, Diddy will defend himself against charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Cassie is known as victim number one. That trial is going to begin May 5th, and of course he's pleaded not guilty and denied all allegations of wrongdoing.
That trial is going to be like the O.J. Simpson trial on crack.
I think you might be right.
Insane, I think, man. Like every day, it's going to be like top news, what happened,
yeah, you're
who
going to
took
see
the stage, what
every
they
court
said.
drawing of his face there ever
I'm
was.
telling you, like it's going to be.
No, I think you're right. I think everybody's going to be watching it. Fire Festival 2.0 having issues a month before the event. Shocking. The last one was a scam. TMZ got a hold of text messages that claim the town of Playa del Carmen, Mexico, is backstabbing them. It says one message read, the government posted on X, Instagram, etc., giving their blessing and support. Then yesterday they say we've never heard of them. It's hilarious. Another read, at this point, we're not doing any event there. We plan on making it public and showing all the evidence. This comes days after Billy McFarland said online he was working with that town to make the festival happen. This guy is nothing but a scam artist.
Yes.
Anybody involved in that stay as far from that as
Yes.
you can. It's never going to be anything good for you.
No.
All right. The world stock markets are down around.
That's what it is right now.
That is what it is right now. The world stock markets are down around the world. Investors react to the tariffs. In Germany, the market was lower. In London, it was lower. European markets were somewhat better than Asia, but everybody's whining because stocks are down because of these tariffs. But
They're going to come up. I'm still buying stocks, man. I ain't going to lie. I'm still buying.
I'm going to tell you what's happening right now. You know, yes,
It's a reset.
People are temporarily losing money, but you're right. It's all going to, or most of it will bounce back, maybe higher than it was.
Yep.
So now is the time a lot of people who really know stocks buy.
Yeah. I was teaching my son last night. I was like, all right, this is a come up. Like, don't
Right.
go crazy, but we can make a little money right
Yeah,
here.
buy a little bit while it's
Yeah,
down
I'm like-
and just wait for it to come
I'm like,
back
these
up.
stocks are going to put, because the stocks I've been invested in for like 7 years now, so I know what they're going to do. And
That's
I'm like,
right.
They're going to come back up. Just throw $100 in there.
Yeah,
you know?
and then watch it come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's all going to come back up. And look, let's be honest, the stock market's probably been bloated anyway. You know, I mean, it's been bloated. So if this is a reckoning, then that's fine. But I understand from what I've read that many countries have already come forward and said, hey, let's renegotiate our deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of these countries are coming around and trying to work it out.
I seen where I think their stock market's in a lot of trouble too right now.
Yeah, no, they're the main foe that we're dealing with on this. So we'll see what happens. I mean, could it be a temporary cost increase or temporary pain? Yeah, but I think we'll survive it just fine. You know,
I think this is something that's been needing to be done for a while. Like regardless who done it or who did it, like
Right.
it's something that it need to be reset. Like because it's gold is insane right now too, man. Like
is it?
Man,
Is it still going higher?
God, it dropped yesterday a little bit, but
little bit.
it's been going insane.
Yeah, you showed me that. What is it in the past? It went from like 1,200
12
to
to
like
35.
3,500 in the past couple of
Man,
years.
since almost since COVID, man. About like COVID.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild, isn't it?
Yes, I got me a couple of ounces during COVID, so.
And again,
racked
you know,
up,
you
man.
bought at the right time.
Yes, man.
Yeah. Will you just keep holding on to it, or
Yeah,
will you eventually sell it?
I'll probably pass that to my kid.
Okay, all right. A new study shows Gender is a large factor in excessive and problematic smartphone use. What the hell does that have to do with anything?
That is wild.
The study presented at the European Psychiatric Association showed young females are more likely to experience high social anxiety. Another finding of the study found females spend a longer amount of time using smartphones, and their fear of being judged negatively by others online is higher. Well, no shit. How is this
looking
new?
at supermodels all day and stuff, man.
Well, I mean, I don't know how this is new. Look, it's been, this is an ongoing comedic trope. Look, guys are like, whatever, and girls are tripping. I mean, that's just the way it works, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, I mean, guys are morons. We're idiots. We don't know enough to be worried. We're just like, whatever.
Just scrolling.
I'm hungry, I mean, that's how we operate, I mean, this is not something new. You didn't need a study for that.
No.
All right. A man is planning to run the London Marathon, looking to break a world record. His name's Michael Wiggins. He'll be in the race in a traffic cone costume. He aims to beat the Guinness record of 3 hours and 22 minutes while raising money for prostate cancer. Said he was inspired when 3 friends were diagnosed with cancer. Said the costume's quite wide and he'll run cautiously to avoid hitting fellow racers. Well, all right. Here is some more serious news about the flooding and everything. Severe storms and flooding have impacted the Mid-South Ohio River Valley regions, led to significant damage, at least 20 killed. The National Weather Service issued multiple tornado watches across multiple states: Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Arkansas. Storms resulted in 90 tornadoes, 10 states. About 32 million were under flood alerts last night. In Tennessee, an EF3, is this the one maybe, I wonder?
I think that's it, man.
Caused significant devastation in the city of Selmer. Kentucky faced severe flooding with over 500 roads closed. A child swept away by floodwaters. Another tornado confirmed to have hit Jackson County in southern Mississippi yesterday. The storm also led to record-breaking rainfall in Memphis, where more than 14 inches fell since Friday.
Memphis, I think, is where it's shifting to, man. Like, you never
Yeah.
really heard about that before. I mean, every once in a while, but it's like boom, boom. It's like Ashtown or Asheville, whatever that little town
Yeah.
is. You always hear that town when it's like storms now. It's like the same towns get hit over and over and over, it seems like.
14 inches of rain's a
That's
damn
a
lot.
lot of rain, man.
That is. In response to Trump's announcement Wednesday of tariffs, top administration officials report over 50 countries, this is what I was saying earlier, have initiated contact with the White House to begin negotiations. The tariffs include a universal 10% on everything, higher rates for specific countries like 34% on Chinese goods and 20% from the European Union. The Treasury Secretary emphasized that addressing unfair trade practices is complex. It's not the kind of thing you can negotiate in days or weeks, and that's probably true. I mean, look, some of these deals have been there forever. They probably aren't good.
Right.
To be honest with you, I assume they probably aren't to our advantage in many cases. Over 1,000, it was a protest weekend across the country. The, quote, hands-off movement orchestrated extensive protests around the U.S., organized by Democratic activists opposing policies enacted by Trump and actions taken by Musk. So, they're just mad about Trump and Musk and their protest, and that's not really new. Trump announced a 75-day extension for TikTok's parent company to divest its operations, postponing the ban of the site. Told you TikTok wasn't going anywhere.
I thought this stuff was like taken care of, though. I thought they had already, for some reason, I thought it was already.
I don't exactly know what the deal is, but the extension is going to provide time to finalize the deal. While TikTok continues its operations, a deal to sell the company was close to being worked out Wednesday, but the announcement of tariffs led China to change its mind. Okay, well, residents in 2 states are on their way to getting the ultimate state income tax break. Mississippi and Kentucky are pursuing plans to eliminate state income tax.
Man.
They want to boost economic competitiveness, attract residents. Mississippi, their approach will gradually reduce income tax from 4% to 3% by 2030, with potential for complete elimination by 2040. They have to meet certain goals to do that. And then Kentucky, legislation's been enacted to lower the state's income tax from 4 to 3.5%, and then followed by a series of cuts in. Anyway, the ultimate goal, phasing it out completely. So, both of them trying to get rid of state income tax.
My CPA told me whenever, like, if they try that in Arkansas, he's like, they'll get it somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to get.
Oh, that Arkansas is going to find their money.
Yeah, they'll find another way. You know what I'm saying? Like, where they make us start like registering our cars and like with like the. Remember how you used to have to take them and make sure you like
Get an
blink?
inspection.
Yeah, all that bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to get money.
Yeah, they'll probably start doing that to us again or something.
I'm a big fan of just sales tax. Just pay when you buy.
Yeah.
And that way.
But not sales tax on top of tax.
No,
Like,
I agree with you.
Annoying, man.
No, I just mean when at the point of purchase, when you buy something, look, let's be honest, people who are wealthy, well-to-do, right?
Right.
They buy a lot more.
Right.
So they would spend a lot more
Right.
taxes. And that would take care of that.
Yes.
So if it's on a sales tax basis, just based on what you buy, forget all the other stuff.
No,
just
yeah.
do it there
Yeah.
and leave everything else alone.
Yeah.
And I think that would be.
I think you should get taxed out, like I was saying too. I think after a certain age, you should be, like a car's an antique, like you should be antique status.
Yeah,
you know
like
what
at
I'm saying?
65, 70,
Yeah,
whatever.
like,
It's no more
You
tax.
shouldn't have to be worrying about paying taxes on a house that you poured out. You worked your whole house, like your husband built, and like the state's gonna come take it because you can't pay the tax.
Can't pay taxes.
That's horrible, man.
That is horrible. I agree with you.
Like Happy Gilmore.
Right? Like Happy Gilmore. That's right. We don't want to have to play golf tournaments to save Grandma's house. Goddamn.
Telling you, man.
Kim Spencer being called a hero after saving her dog from the jaws of an alligator over 6 feet long in Florida.
That'd be a dead dog.
Bye, Rousey. I love you. Good luck. Good luck.
Ain't no crocodile.
Fight back.
winner.
No,
Nope.
too late. It happened April 1st. She was walking her 9-year-old rescue dog, Kona, near a lake in Tampa. Suddenly, the alligator lunged out and grabbed Kona, clamping its mouth around the dog's head and shoulder. Even though Kim admitted she was scared, she didn't hesitate. She ran toward the gator, jumped on it, used her strength to pry its mouth open, managed to free her dog. Both of them survived the attack. They each needed stitches, but they're going to be okay. Kim said she didn't consider herself brave, just a dog mom. She's warning other pet owners in Florida to be careful near lakes. No shit. You didn't know that before you walked Kona down there? You live in Florida.
Man.
Everything, there's gators everywhere. In a
Yes.
puddle in the parking lot of Walmart, there's a gator. What are you talking about? 7-foot gator came out of a puddle a foot wide at Walmart. No, if you're in Florida, gators are
Yes.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, Lee. Okay. An amputee and social media influencer has helped create what's being called one of the world's most advanced bionic arms. After losing her arm in an accident, Tilly Lockey teamed up with engineers and researchers for 4 years to design a prosthetic that feels and functions like a real arm. More than $2 million went into the project. It focused on high-tech performance and practical features so the arm can grip, rotate, move in ways that mimic a natural arm a lot closer than other models. It has sensors and improved muscle control, helps users do everyday tasks more easily. The influencers tested the arm herself. She's been sharing the journey online, giving feedback that directly shaped the final design. She says it's more than about building just a better arm. It's about giving people a sense of normal life. Well, sure, yeah, of course it is, but that's still dope to have a better bionic arm.
Reminds me of the guy on, what is it, Black Panther? Remember that white dude?
Oh, yeah. So, for all the critics slamming it, it doesn't matter because, again, this proves people really don't care what critics think. Minecraft dominated the box office this weekend, blew past expectations. Based on a video game of the same name, the movie brought in $157 million just in the U.S. If you go global, it was over $300 million. It also is the biggest opening ever for both Jack Black and Jason Momoa. So,
And he's been in Fast and Furious.
yeah.
He's been in some bangers.
He's been in
man.
some bangers, yeah.
But have you seen what they're doing to the movie theaters?
No.
Like, these kids are going crazy, man. Like, they're throwing popcorn and stuff. They're waiting for certain parts of Jack Black to say stuff. And then they, like, they just go crazy. See popcorn and Coke go flying in the air.
What?
Yeah, like, I would not go to see it.
No, that does
theaters.
not sound like anything I want to see
I
at
seen 'em
all.
stop the theater the other day, and cops were walking down. They were escorting kids out. And stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
What is going on?
Kids are crazy, man.
Jason Statham's movie, A Working Man, was second place, if you need to know. Glenn Powell is going to be the new Ryan Reynolds, if you don't know.
No, yeah.
Before stepping into The Running Man, Glenn Powell got a green light from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Powell revealed to people, the Twister star, that he reached out to Patrick Schwarzenegger, asked him if he could talk to his dad. Said, I hadn't seen Arnold since we shot Expendables at CinemaCon, where he was named Star of the Year. Powell excited fans with praise for the remake. They're redoing The Running Man. May be good. I don't know. The 80s movies, it's hard to remake them. He did Twisters, which
They're talking about
it's
remaking
okay,
it.
but what Twister?
Yeah.
They just did.
No, they're remaking the new version that they
yeah.
just did. I heard they're remaking it.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that, but it was just okay. I mean,
It was. I like the first one better. On
way
that one.
better.
Yeah.
Way better. And it's not that the effects weren't better in this one. They probably were, but the story wasn't nearly as
No,
good.
man, I like the other
or
story
as
better.
fun.
No, I like the other one better.
Yeah, and that's, we'll see what happens with The Running Man. But these 80s movies, they just don't do good remaking them.
No, man.
I don't know. Maybe
Some stuff needs to be left alone.
Yeah, maybe it was just a spirit.
Like Goonies and like they're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Leave that alone, man. Like that was awesome. Leave it alone.
A giant inflatable Mars balloon caused a scene in D.C. It broke loose from the display outside the Kennedy Center and started rolling towards a nearby highway. The 30-foot-tall balloon, part of the Kennedy Center's outdoor art exhibit called Celestial Bodies, Earth, Moon, and Mars. Can you imagine if you're driving down the freeway and all of a sudden you see what looks like a planet rolling in?
You see that?
Right? Man, that is some good shit we're smoking, isn't it?
We just passed the planet, man.
Yeah. We're really flying, aren't we? This car is fast, bro. A Montreal resident got a parking ticket shortly after a bus stop was installed in front of his home. Keep in mind, he didn't park at the bus stop. The bus stop surrounded his vehicle when he wasn't there. The man parked his car in the spot he always does, not knowing what was about to happen. Overnight, city workers erected a bus stop sign on his lawn, which converted his parking area into a no parking zone.
Hell no.
So he was surprised to find a ticket on his vehicle the next morning. Yeah, that's a hell no.
No,
How are you
yeah.
going to do that overnight and then try to give me
No.
a ticket, you asshole?
No.
In my yard? What are you talking about, man? Get out of here. Me and the city are going to have a big
telling
problem
you,
here,
man.
man. That sign's going to disappear.
Yes, every day.
Every day. Drunk, loaded down with illegal substances, carrying a street sign, probably not a way to go through life.
Been there.
Yeah. Have you now? A 19-year-old named Tyler Bernhardt was arrested in Iowa City. Police spotted him carrying a street sign. They approached, they noticed he smelled strongly of alcohol, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech. He admitted to drinking, gave him a fake driver's license. They searched him, revealed another fake ID. He faces all kinds of charges, just being a kid and being stupid. All right, so sports, what's going on? Well, March Madness championship game tonight. So I rode high for most of the bracket feeling like the man, and then it went down, and when it went down, it was bad.
Bad, yeah.
Yeah. No, I plummeted.
I think a lot of us did, though.
Yeah, but you're sitting at the top of the bracket now,
Well,
right?
I'm the only one that's got a dog left in the fight.
Now, so you said if Auburn wins, nobody in the bracket.
Yeah, because
wins.
nobody. Well, no, Scotty Nuggs picked Auburn.
Okay.
But Auburn's already out.
Oh, that's right, they are. So it's Florida and Duke, or not Duke.
Florida and Houston.
Houston, that's right.
Because we was talking about
that's
Master
right.
P's son's gonna be on the other team.
That's right.
It's
that's
insane,
right.
man.
So if Florida wins, you get it. But none of our bracket picked Houston.
No, yeah. So if Houston wins, everybody's bracket's busted.
Wow. Okay. So you're really hoping for Florida right now. When you go into the Final Four, you know that going in, 2 teams will win, 2 will lose. What you don't expect, one of the losing teams will end up being the team that just about everybody predicted would win. The opening saw Florida take down Auburn, 79-73. Walter Clayton Jr. led the Gators. He had
That was
34
balling.
points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. That is balling. And then the late game, the Cougars upset Duke 70-67 with 2 minutes 15 left to play. And I watched it, and I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Duke just collapsed all of a sudden. And it
Man.
wasn't because Cooper Flagg didn't do everything he could, because
No,
that dude had
he
the
was
team on his
trying,
back,
yeah.
man. Duke was in the driver's seat. They had a 9-point lead, but the Cougars clawed back. They were able to take the lead in the game in the final seconds. The NCAA championship tips off tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Gonna be a good one.
Action's going to be seen on CBS. Florida goes in a 1.5-point favorite over Houston. The over/under is at 140 points. What do you think? Do you think Florida's going to get Houston?
Oh
or what?
yeah, I think Florida. If they played like they played last night, Florida will blow them out. Because if they get up on them like Duke got up on them, I don't think they'll come back.
Okay, all right.
But we'll see.
Fair enough. Don't know if any of you are watching it, but it took 9 years, but the ladies of UConn finally have their 12th women's basketball championship in a dominating performance. The 2-seed Huskies took down their third number 1 seed of the tournament, an 82-59 win over the South Carolina Gamecocks. Sarah Strong and Azee Fudd led the UConn offensive attack, 24 points each. Strong also had 15 boards and 5 assists. How would you like to have the last name Fudd, like Elmer? You better be able to do something like play ball,
Something, man.
because that name's going to get you a lot of
They didn't mention Paige Becker at all. Man.
No, what
That's
was the
wild,
deal
man.
with her?
Oh, she's bad. Like
She's a badass.
for a girl, yeah.
Yeah.
She can't
Careful
dunk.
now.
She can't dunk, but she's
Now,
good.
man, can I tell you something? It was sad, man. I was watching. They were doing a dunk contest.
Who?
The ladies.
What?
Yeah, they were doing some kind of dunk contest, and I watched, and she was pretty tall. 3 times she tried, she couldn't dunk it once,
And they're just regular, just
and I was just like, yeah, she was just trying to get
Yeah.
it over the rim,
Right,
not
right.
like a sky tomahawk, or
right.
between the legs, or
right. Just a dunk.
not jumping over cars, nothing like that, just a dunk.
Just a dunk.
She tried 3 times. And I was like, after she missed it and went and sat down, I was like, I can't watch this. I can't watch
I
it.
didn't even know they was trying that.
I know, right?
That's wild.
Over the weekend, the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2025 announced, interestingly, Carmelo Anthony and
Well
Dwight Howard
deserved.
will be inducted twice. Anthony and Howard will be going in because of their storied NBA playing careers. They were both part of the 2008 men's Olympic team known as the Redeem Team. LeBron and Chris Paul also on that team. So they'll be Hall of Famers before their playing careers come to an end. WNBA stars Sue Bird, Maya Moore, and Sylvia Fowles will be inducted, along with Bulls coach Billy Donovan, Miami Heat partner Mickey Arison, and NBA ref Danny Crawford. That's the only ref's name I know.
And for a reason, like if you watch ball back in our day, like he was like the main ref that was
Yeah.
pissing everybody off.
Right.
You're like, I don't like that dude, but he's cool.
Man, I was showing, we had shown Laura, and now I guess she thinks the clip's so funny, but have you ever seen that clip? It's pretty famous, but it's Jordan, and right after something happens, he's talking to the ref, and he's telling him it was a foul, and the guy goes, was it, Michael? He goes, I didn't see it, but I believe you, Michael, and then he just calls
Oh
the foul.
yeah, I've seen that. That's awesome.
That's
yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
That's when you're like,
The
you're
Jordan
the GOAT.
effect. That's what they
Yeah.
call that, the Jordan effect.
You're the GOAT,
Yeah.
man.
You didn't see that foul? Oh yeah, I did. Here you go.
Yeah, right. The National Hockey League has a new goal king. Yesterday afternoon, Alex Ovechkin netted a career goal, 895. He passed Wayne Gretzky
That was awesome too,
as
man.
the all-time scorer.
He could have done it in an empty net, and he wouldn't do it.
No,
Yeah, he was like, "I'm not taking this."
really.
Waiting for somebody to be in there, and we're doing this right.
That's wild,
I thought that
man.
was awesome.
That is wild. The Capitals lost 4-1 to the Islanders. The day belonged to Ovechkin. His wife, mom, sons were there. Gretzky was there. The commissioner, a sold-out house of fans who were pumped to witness history firsthand. So, Wayne's always been the great one.
Yeah.
Is he still the great
Yes. Yeah. It's.
one? Yeah.
I mean, his records might get broke, but I mean, he's
Alex, it's like Jordan and LeBron.
there wouldn't be an Alex if there wasn't a Gretzky.
Right.
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
No, I absolutely know what you're
That's
saying.
that's why I look at it, anyways.
All right. Let's see what people are saying here. All right. Let's scroll down. This. Can we get rid of personal property tax? Yeah,
man.
no, that'd be great.
Hallelujah.
My kids just had another doctor say we treat it just like the flu. All right. I don't understand why you have to pay taxes on used shit, something that's already had taxes paid on it when it was first bought. No, that's true.
Preach.
That's absolutely right. Why do you continue to pay taxes? Now, what they'll tell you, well, personal property taxes fund the school. Well, are they doing a good job?
I thought our weed money was doing that.
Right? And all the scholarship money. Jesus, how many angles of money do we have?
I thought I was doing good. I thought I was supporting our community.
Darren said, good morning. What's up, man?
Morning.
Little Doggy said they already redid Running Man, didn't they? I don't think so.
They might.
They did Total Recall.
Yeah.
And it wasn't good.
No.
It was terrible, actually. Andy Jones said, good morning. What's up, Andy?
What up?
Brandon said Duke laid down. I don't know, did they? I mean, they in that last couple minutes, it looked like it. You know, they had a tough time.
Discombobulated for sure.
You're
They
right.
know what to do.
Jay Sorsby, what's up, man? How you doing? Man, I called him over the week. You know, I told you I was working on that starter to get it out. And, you know, we watched it. He and I watched a video. And we talked about it. And like, well, he was like, you know, you might have it out in an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I was like, yeah, man, I guess it's possible. I posted that up on Facebook. I think it was Saturday morning. Put what 2.5 days looks like, because that's what it took. But I have to be honest. Almost a day, half a day one and half another, was trying to break the last bolt.
That's insane.
It just wouldn't turn, man. And the engine compartment's so big. There's no
Huge.
way to get your feet anywhere to get foot torque on it.
No, it's
you
like
know?
8 foot tall in there.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. So I finally got that thing out. Now I just got to try to put it back together and hope that.
Man, that can be a sometimes.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was like, man. But yeah, I'm taking it over to a place here to rebuild it, and then I got to put it back together. I guess starting this afternoon or tomorrow, you know, sometime very soon. But maybe I'll have some supervision. You know, I probably could use some supervision at this point. But it was, I had a little doggy, Mike Woodall, came by and he helped me a little bit, came by a couple days. My friend, my brother-in-law, Stephen, came by and helped a little bit. So it was like a community effort of people getting under
That's
the hood
awesome.
of this
Everybody
car.
helping you out, man.
Yeah, no, it was, well, they didn't have a choice. I was like, please help me. I screwed up. I think I bit off more than I can chew here. You know, I watched a YouTube video and thought I ran the world.
I think I'd be looking for a tow truck. Hey, can you tow this to a mechanic?
Now it's too late for that. Now I got to put it back together. So, and I got to do it right, or my wife's gonna murder me.
Or it's gonna. You got to get.
I'm
the
gonna get
starter
murked,
right.
so it's got to be in right. You know. So hopefully, there were a couple folks. One's a mechanic. Said, "I'll come help you, man." I said,
There you go.
I said, "Please, bro.
There's your guy right
Please
there,
come
man.
help me, bro, because
Hell
I
yeah.
am so screwed otherwise.
Kidnap his ass.
I'm gonna be in court. I promise you about that, man." Anyway, hey, speaking of vehicles, if you are looking for one, here's a great option. Go to Fitz Auto, man. Man, they've got some trucks. They got SUVs. Hey, this weekend you probably wish you had an
That
ATV.
amphibious thing that they had was looking good this weekend.
Well, I'm telling you what, if I had that thing
Oh,
over this weekend,
I'd
I'd have been everywhere.
I've been right there by that guy in the jet ski.
Man, I'd have been running up and down the roads looking like a damn boss in
telling
that
you, man.
8-wheel bitch.
Floating.
Yeah, they've got an amphibious unit over there at Fitz Auto. I think that they may be sold by now.
It's
but
probably gone after this week.
But it's got 8 wheels and it goes in water on land.
floats.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
so cool. But listen, whatever you want, they want to help you out. And even if you've had tough credit, they can work with you on that. All you got to do is go over to 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock, or you can go online to fitzauto.com and check out their inventory there. So let's see what we've got here. I got some new songs today, 2 of them. So let me drop this one on you for now, and we're going to take a little break, and we will be right back. All right?
Sometimes I imagine that you left me, just to know how deep despair can be. And when we're cast in this tragedy, you say the meanest things to me. You tell me that I don't matter, and I never probably did. Everything in me shatters, like I was just a fragile kid. I tell you I can't imagine life without you, but fact of the matter, I already did what I can say I know to be true. It's the worst life I've never lived. In the midst of my dark fantasy, there's a moment when I broke. It was the way you looked at me, destroyed by how your eyes just spoke. I watched you leaving from the other side of the window. I was practically heaving, wondering where you'd go. I tell you I can't imagine life without you, but fact of the matter, I already did what I can say I know to be true. It's the worst life I've never lived. I wish I couldn't see this alternate life, one in which I don't wanna live. For anything I'll ever say, just promise me you'll forgive. I tell you I can't imagine life without you, but fact of the matter, I already did what I can say I know to be true. It's the worst life I've never lived. It's the worst life I've never lived. It's the worst life I've never lived. It's the worst life I've never lived.
Banger.
Yeah, man. You know, I got to do some stuff. I brought in like 3 just in-your-face rock songs last week, and so I was like, I gotta make the curve here, and I
Slow
hadn't
it
done
down a
enough. Hadn't done enough songs from a female perspective, and I started feeling bad about that. So I'm like, I gotta put more tracks out for the ladies. So I have one more today that's also a female artist. So
How's that writing from like a female's perspective?
I feel like I'm betraying man. Like I'm betraying my fellow man doing it, you know. You got to get a little snarky and a little petty, you know, and that's what you got to do, you know. I kid. I should not say that at all. All right, let's talk about this for a minute. I don't know where you love to eat. We went to Colton's over the weekend in Benton. I like to go there sometimes, but Texas Roadhouse.
Man, that's my jam.
That's your jam.
Heck yeah! Every what did I do that? Every Friday night.
Every Friday night.
Friday night. Like
You
the
hit
girls,
up the Roadhouse.
Yeah, the girls know me and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do you go in and sit down and
some.
eat?
No, I get to go a lot of times because Friday I'm usually tired because I was up here in the morning and I worked all day, so I just get to go get me a steak.
Yeah.
Dallas filet.
Yeah, that's what you do. So you like it every Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Medium rare.
Well, then you're exactly what's going on here. Texas Roadhouse has replaced Olive Garden as America's top casual dining chain. They were followed by Chili's, Applebee's, and Buffalo Wild Wings. Olive Garden held the title since 2018, but apparently a resurgence in Texas Roadhouse's popularity has pushed the steakhouse ahead. Last year, they saw a big increase, about 15%.
Them damn rolls.
Is that what it is? The rolls that they give you?
Them rolls are fire. We do that Friday night, but my wife eats Olive Garden on Saturday night.
Oh, she does. Okay, so you got 1 and 2 lined up. That's great. 1 and 2 are lined up for you. So they Texas Roadhouse. There's 722 of those. Meanwhile, Olive Garden saw a small increase in sales, and they have 920 locations. According to the restaurant business, despite bringing back never-ending pasta, the chain only saw a fraction of its 8% surge in 2023. Texas Roadhouse, Chili's, and Longhorn Steakhouse saw bigger boosts in sales than their counterparts. So all these, well, Chili's isn't exactly a steakhouse, but I wonder why. Despite struggles in the industry, Chili's ranked third, saw a big increase. Longhorn, sixth, experienced a 7%. Applebee's, Outback, Red Lobster, and Red Robin all saw decrease in sales. Well, as much as I like Red Robin, I've eaten there a few times.
Crazy
and
expensive, isn't it?
it's good, but yeah, it's out of control expensive in my mind, man. I mean, it's like, damn, I'm going to go in here and spend $22
For a
just
hamburger.
for me to eat a burger and
It's
fries.
insane, man.
That seems a little bit much.
We got a new one last week in Conway called Chewy's,
Oh, yeah.
the Mexican restaurant. We ate there last night. It was
And
a long wait, man. It was good.
was it?
It was a long wait, though. I think we waited like 45 minutes.
Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. Yeah.
But
Red
no, Texas
Lobster
Roadhouse.
saw the largest drop, about 23%.
And I like me some Red Lobster, man. Like, I'll still.
But you don't do it every Friday.
No, but because it's in Little Rock. If we had one
Oh.
in Conway, I might.
You wouldn't.
I don't know.
You probably wouldn't. Yeah. No, that's what I mean.
It's good, but it's like something you just want every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It says, as Americans struggle to make ends meet, restaurants began pushing promotions. This nearly led to the end of Red Lobster, which suffered tremendous losses from its endless shrimp deal. I mean, didn't you know that we're a nation of fat asses? And
Right.
if you offer endless shrimp, people are going to
Shrimp?
come in
Oh
and
my
just
God.
start crushing them.
Man.
I mean, you think it's easy to eat nuggets. I mean, eating shrimp,
It's
man.
like nothing, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can eat 100
Get you
of
some
them before you get full.
and yeah, you can just sit there and just throwing them back watching the game.
Yeah, no, and apparently everybody nearly broke them doing it, but that's their fault for coming up with a
Exactly.
promotion like that, you know. So you like the Roadhouse the best,
Oh,
and,
man,
and your
yeah.
wife likes Olive Garden the
Yeah,
best?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a restaurant you miss that used to be around?
Yes, where our Colton's is, there used to be a really, really fire steakhouse, I think, called Bonanza back in the day.
Oh, Bonanza.
And it
Boy,
had
that,
like
that
this-
was a big one.
yeah, and had a fire like full out. I forget it. I was small, so it was massive to me, but it had like
Yeah.
this huge salad bar, and it had like everything on it. It had like chocolate pudding. Like I
Yeah.
just remember tearing the salad bar up when I was a kid.
Now, Bonanza was huge, but I think, I don't know what the lifespan is. I think 20 to 30 years for most restaurant chains. And so Shoney's,
That-
Bonanza, all those kind of came to an end of life at the same time.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they had run their course. Western Sizzlin' was
Yeah,
another
and I
one.
do miss Western Sizzling too,
A lot
man.
of people liked that at one point. It was really
Yeah,
big.
yes.
You could go in the smoking section, which was all glass.
Man, yes.
And it was like if you wanted your burger
Catch
smoky.
emphysema.
Yeah, you could catch emphysema during one meal. It was crazy, man. Everybody in a smoke box eating. I'm like, you really want to smoke that
The
bad?
glass has got like a yellow tint
Yes,
to it.
absolutely. They probably had to spray hose it down with a pressure washer. Yeah, no, we would go
Do you
up-
remember going to McDonald's back in the day and they'd have the little tin
the
McDonald's
little
ashtrays?
gold ashtrays?
Yes,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yes.
Of course I remember. I remember working at McDonald's having one of those by the grill when I was making burgers. What are you talking about, man?
Society has changed.
No, it's changed so much, bro. Yeah, we be smoking back there.
Man.
Yeah.
They let us smoke at school when I started high school. We were
No,
the
they
last.
didn't.
Yes, we were the
No,
last.
they
Yes,
didn't.
we did. We had a tree. Everybody smoked underneath it.
And it was okay.
It was okay.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
You had to
no,
be- you had to be 18.
No, we didn't have any of that.
But yeah, if you were 18, you could smoke. They had a smoking
No.
section in Conway underneath this tree in the I forget what courtyard, I guess is what you'd call it.
No, I remember in junior high there was a across the street in the woods where the people would go smoke. You know, there'd be a bunch of guys in leather jackets who, you know, were ne'er-do-wells, and you'd be over there trying to huff a cigarette. Like, nope. These guys are going to kill me. I'm not doing it, you know. All right. Let me mention this while I'm at it. Somebody doing some work in there. That's a good thing. So today over at Stone's Throw Brewing, it is $5 Crowler Day. So you go over there. It's 402 East 9th Street. And any of their 14 beers, there's no exceptions like some of these breweries have. any one of them, get you a $5 crowler today. As a matter of fact, if you tell them that you heard it on the show, you'll get another 10% off.
That's what's up.
Get your crowler for $4.50. Now, that's stupid. That's 32 ounces of brewski right
That's
there.
a lot of brewski.
It is. Go over there and check them out. Again, it's 402 East 9th Street. Tell Theron that we sent you over there to see him.
Is that called like a crawler or crowler?
Crawler?
I was thinking like you crawl. After
No,
you drink
it's spelled with an O, but it could be. Yeah, you might have to crawl after you drink it, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
No, that's a great way to look at it. We'll call it a crawler if you want. I'm going to tell Theron we're going to rebrand it to a crawler.
The crawler, man.
Because that 32 ounces is going to make you
That
crawl.
just sounds like a horrible, like, afraid to drink. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them girls drinks the crawler.
The
We're like,
crawler.
holy shit.
That would be great, wouldn't it? So, man, St. Peter's Anglican Church in Shipley, England, has introduced wrestling church.
Oh no.
This is great, man. This is the way to worship right here. This is what it's come to now, people. You know, the Lord's gone out of favor, so this event combines professional wrestling with Christian messages. The initiative is led by 37-year-old Gareth Thompson. He credits both pro wrestling and his faith with transforming his life. Let's dig into this.
Just like stand in the ring, like, I'm going to slap the holy smack out of you, the Holy Spirit out, you know?
I think it is something like that, yeah. This is Wrestling Church, which brings, he says, blood, sweat, and tears, mostly sweat, to St. Pete's Anglican Church. Garrett Thompson, he's 37. Again, he said he was saved by pro wrestling and Jesus and wants others to have the same experience. So,
Okay, I'll tell you where my mind's going on this, and it's not good.
okay.
Like church and like touching, you know what I'm saying? And now like they're wrestling. Is this like a way for them to get away with it?
Well, I don't know, man. Let's not think that. He said, boil it down to the basics. It's good versus evil. When I became a Christian, I started seeing wrestling through that lens. I started seeing David and Goliath, started seeing Cain and Abel. You know, he's going on with these, if we tell these stories. Church attendance in the UK has been declining for decades, and the census in 2021 found that less than half of people in England now consider themselves Christian. Those who say they have no religion went from 25 to almost 40% in a decade, which led churches to get creative to survive. Said you got to take a few risks. Said this, she wasn't this is one of the ladies who's a priest, said she wasn't entirely sure what I was letting myself in for when she agreed to host wrestling events. It's not church as you would know it. It's certainly not for everyone, but it's bringing in a different group of people, a different community than we would normally get. At a recent wrestling church event, almost 200 people, older couples, teens, all kinds of folks showed up, packed into chairs around the ring, erected under the vaulted ceiling of the century-old church. You see that church?
No, I'm
right?
looking at it. That's an awesome looking church, man.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful church. Kind of weird to put a wrestling ring in it.
Right.
After a short homily and prayer, it was time for 2 hours of smackdowns, body slams, and headbutts. The atmosphere grew raucous. Fans waved giant foam fingers, hollered, "Knock him out."
What?
Some longtime churchgoers have welcomed the infusion of energy. One said, I think it's wonderful. You can look at some of the wrestlers and think, but she said, you really shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Thompson, whose wrestling moniker is Gareth Angel, wrestles and presides over the mayhem. He's a mix of a preacher, ringmaster. He wears a T-shirt that says, "Pray, eat, wrestle, repeat."
So is this like all right, like, you know, have you heard of the cowboy churches?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard
So is
of
it
it. I
like,
don't
is
know what
that
that
kind of
is.
evolving? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the cowboy church, and then they have a wrestling church, and then they're going to have a, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I think they're
themes?
trying to niche out so they can build in an audience that won't go anywhere. I assume Pokemon might be next.
Just saying, man.
Pokemon Church.
Yeah.
You could have that one. What other churches could we have?
A PlayStation church.
Conspiracy Theory Church.
Oh, man.
PlayStation
A
Church.
conspiracy theory church. Oh, my.
How awesome would that one be?
Some nut jobs.
Yeah, it'd be a great place to lock them in once they get a full house, or just lock it up.
Do you hear the Holy Spirit? No, that's my other version. That's my
Yeah,
other-
those are the voices
that's
in my
voice
head. Yeah, you could have the NASCAR church.
Yeah.
NFL church.
Man, the NASCAR church would be, that would be.
Yeah, NFL church.
NFL church would be a church with big screens showing the games going.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you could have seasonal sports church, NBA, different ones.
The priest would be up there in a referee
Yeah.
outfit on.
Pickleball church, just all of it. Yeah, everything
throw it
could
all
have
in
a
there,
theme.
man.
When are you a church person or no?
I mean, I go. It sounds weird, but I kind of quit going to actual church during COVID and stuff like that. I don't know. I just really never got back into it after that.
Oh, I understand. I haven't gone since I was a kid. I mean, I did. That's not true. I did go a few times as an adult. I've gone on some Easter services, and for a brief time in my young 30s, I was Catholic for a minute. And I say for a minute, I mean, I went to a 9-month school called the Catechumen to become Catholic, only to determine, a couple, 3 years later that I wasn't nearly as religious as I thought I was.
Right.
So, it's just not, and I have no disrespect towards anyone who's, church is a central part of their life. I think that's great for them. It's just not my bag.
Some people just do it too much. Like when I was little, my mom tried to church me up, you know what I'm saying? So I was going I didn't even know you could go to church that many days a week, man.
No, and that is one of the weird things to me about churches that have happened, and again, these mega churches and things where they have something every day of the week for you to be there.
My mom had me in everything, trying to get the hood out of me.
Did it work?
Hell no, man. I was corrupting the damn good people, man. I was getting them in trouble. Come on, look at this, man.
Get the youth pastor buying spliffs.
Man, I got in trouble. They sent us to Texas. I was in the choir.
You were in the choir,
yeah.
Chad?
And they sent us to Texas, to Galveston, worst beach in the world, man.
It is the worst beach in the world.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
And they were fixing to send me home. They were fixing to buy me a plane ticket and send me back to Arkansas.
Why? Because you were so bad?
I was acting crazy, but the main thing that got them is I was cussing on the back of the bus, but I was doing it in like a Donald Duck voice, and it was making all the girls laugh. So I was doing it more because I was all these little cute
the
girls
girls are laughing.
So I'm doing it more, and these guys hating a couple rows back, and they're telling they're snitching on me big time, and then we get to the hotel room, we need to talk to you, Chad. I'm just like. So then they pulled me in this room and they start trying to do this whole intervention thing.
They tried to pull an exorcism on you?
It was bad, man. I was like, just send me home.
So, but they didn't? They didn't?
No, they made me ride it out after I said send me home.
Now he wants to be sent home. Don't let him go.
Don't let him go. Just make him sit in the bus.
Yeah,
come on, man.
I don't think I ever had any occasions like that. Now, I will tell you that the school bus, I think I rode it for about a year. And that was the worst.
Man.
Riding the school bus is terrible.
Yes.
It's everything bad that you can possibly see in a movie or imagine does happen on a school bus.
Well, I remember my big memories on the bus was we stole the fire extinguisher. You know the little fire extinguishers on the back?
Yeah.
We stole that one day and got off the bus, and we're like, okay, what do we do with it? Well, there's this little bitty kid, and we grabbed him. And it wasn't just him. It was 5 or 10 of us. We grabbed them, different kids. And we were squirting them with that stuff.
Oh, just spraying them with it?
Well, with this one kid, they held him down and hit him in the face with it. And it got in his eyes. And his eyes swole up. I thought we were getting in a lot of trouble. We did get in trouble, but not like I thought.
Y'all were little bastards, weren't you?
I've seen stuff off the buses, and it's man, our bus was insane.
I've seen some pervasive bullying on school buses.
Oh man, yeah,
I got picked on pretty bad on a school bus. I've seen people fight a lot on school buses.
I've seen some some of the baddest fights were on the bus, man.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cursing. I've seen some drunk bus drivers.
Oh yes,
mean bus drivers who pull over, just stop the bus and just start yelling at you for 5 minutes.
My bus driver would pull over and let you fight. Be like, get off the bus and handle this, and then everybody get back on the bus and we go to school.
It's like the Wild West back then, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's just crazy how much stuff popped off on the bus.
Man, it was wild.
And, I still don't understand the whole we don't have seat belts on a bus.
Man, yeah.
Can anybody explain to me why you wouldn't have a seat belt?
That, man.
I mean, it's like every vehicle, that's all they ever preach is seatbelts. But then the one thing where you got all the kids, you're like, nah, don't worry about it
And
there.
you see these little
They'll just hit the back of the seat.
like they'll have a little bitty wreck and you'll see it on TV and it's like nobody got hurt. But then there's kids involved, so they did get hurt because they had no damn seatbelt on. It's like they went flying across like 3 rows of chairs.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it seems like a really bad idea not to have seatbelts.
Man, it's horrible, man.
You know, but the school bus drivers always have one eye on that mirror trying to look back at you.
Big long ass mirror.
Yeah, see what you were doing back there.
Stop that! They do
Somebody be grabbing ass, girls getting felt up.
Oh man!
I mean, all that going on. Sometimes they'd be hooking up.
Man, yes.
In the back of the bus.
Yes, it got
Seen
bad.
that go on before.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, school buses. It's just if you can avoid being on it or putting your kid on it, it's a good idea because it's terrible.
I think
maybe they're better now. I'm sure they have.
I think my son stayed off the bus. I think so.
I walked to school most until I was in high school, and then I started driving.
I started walking to school to get off the bus.
Yeah, no, I was close enough. Like I said, when I was real little, I rode the bus for a short time, and then I think for, and I was trying to remember, maybe the very beginning of my 10th grade year, for like the first half of it, I did that. And I hated riding the bus was the worst of the worst to me.
You were cooler to walk home than ride the bus after like junior high.
There was nothing cool about a bus.
No,
ever.
like you get on the bus, people are laughing like,
yeah,
nobody loves you, nobody will pick you
No,
up.
man, no. And trust me, if you're a dork, you're going to get it on the bus.
Yeah, they're going to give it to you.
All right, let's see what people are saying. Little Doggy said he misses Casa Bonita. That was a good restaurant,
that was the
bro.
jam, man, with the little monkey riding on the little rope.
Isn't that the one where the flag you'd raise up?
Yeah, and they bring you the
more stuff.
sopapillas.
Yeah, that was good stuff right there.
The South Park's got a version, or the episode on that.
Oh, yeah?
It's hilarious.
Great. I have to watch it. Brandon said R.I.P. Pizza Hut salad bar.
Man, that was a good one too, man.
They were super popular. That was damn sure popular.
Mm-hmm.
But I think about that.
R.I.P. salad bars, man. Like, you don't see a good banging salad bar no more.
No, because most people went, people are walking over it with their germs spitting all over it.
Right. You got to go. You gotta just ruin it for us, man.
Well, I'm just telling you what people felt like. I didn't make it up. I'm like, look at me. Do I look like I've been to a lot of salad bars?
I love me some food bar. How about that?
Yeah. Brad said TikTok church. Yeah, no, that'd be perfect.
Coming, man. It's coming.
That's going to happen about 3 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Let's see, pole dancing church to keep the ladies that like dancing out of the gentleman's club.
I think that'd keep the men more than the women.
No, that's probably a real bad idea. It's probably a real bad idea. People hooked up in the back of the bus? Hell yeah, they did.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
The bus stop?
He says they don't have seat belts because it's more dangerous for smaller kids to wear a lap belt than it is to hit the seat.
Prove it.
I don't know if I buy it, man. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a way.
Have you ever seen like the bus with like the dummies in it going? I've never seen that happen, so I don't know.
No, I haven't either, to be honest.
I don't think they've ever done it.
You think they just pretend like they know?
They're just like, no, they're good.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you're probably right, man. You're probably right. All right, let me mention this very quickly. Let's just do it this way. Here, this will be easier. Hold on. Yeah, I like that. You know what? As a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristen Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristen to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally
to get what you deserve. Check out readfirm.com, readfirm.com, or give them a call, 777-7333.
First, let me thank you for all you said in your letter. I'm sure the words are all true, and you want to be better. This time you got it figured out. You're gonna love me how I need. I'm gonna be happy, no doubt. This much you've guaranteed. A little fix right over here, and a little work over there. Just a little on the foundation. Hey, it's just a few repairs. I've heard it all 20 times before, and you're telling me to be patient. But what I signed up for was a real man, not a renovation. Hand on your heart to me, this time you're committed. But you say it'd be best if I wasn't quite so rigid. My standards might be a little high, maybe I could show more empathy. I'm not saying you're the bad guy, but I am hitting this return key. A little fix right over here, and a little work over there. Just a little on the foundation. Hey, it's just a few repairs. I've heard it all 20 times before, and you're telling me to be patient. But what I signed up for was a real man, not a renovation. Moments from this reply, I expect next will be your call. Breathlessly explaining why you're prepared to do it all. Are my needs a priority now? Never seemed to really be before. Honestly, what you're hearing is the sound of me closing this door. A little fix right over here, and a little work over there. Just a little on the foundation. Hey, it's just a few repairs. I've heard it all 20 times before, and you're telling me to be patient. But what I signed up for was a real man, not a renovation. Not a renovation. Not a renovation. Not a renovation. Show me a real man.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So I was gonna run out and tell these guys something in the break.
You left me hanging,
and,
man.
And I switched the screen, I thought, to the Legion scaffold sign. I walked back in, and Chad's pointing at the screen because he's on it. And I'm like, why didn't you move, man? He was like frozen on the screen while the song's playing. He's just sitting there like he doesn't know what to do. I'm like, just get up and leave, man, or push the button.
I don't want to push the button. Don't push the button.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Like he threw me to the wolves, man.
He looked so stunned when I walked in, like he was just didn't know what to do, man. That's
I didn't know what to dance to your song or what,
No,
man.
that's
I was just
great,
like,
man.
okay.
That little song was supposed to be kind of Shania Twain-ish,
felt it. Yes,
or
for sure.
Carrie Underwood-ish, one of those type of, she's pissed off, she's done with you.
Cut
She's,
the tires.
Yeah, that kind of thing, So anyway, that's great. Let's see. I wonder if anybody noticed it, but me
sure
when
they
I walked
did.
in, hold on. Just see. No. Brandon said he was scared. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get my should do that. That's just too
love it
funny
when
for
Patrick
me.
gets like this.
Oh
though,
my
man.
God,
It's
that
awesome.
cracks me up, man. That's too much, man, right there. Okay, listen to this. This is how guys think. We're so dumb. God, we're so dumb, man. 1 in 50 men think they could beat a horse in a 100-meter sprint, according to research. Other animals they think they could outrun include crocodiles, 27%, elephants, 20%, 11% think they could outsprint a house cat over 10 meters, even if it caught them up before the final 100 were up. Women were more likely to admit they'd lose to a non-human creature than men. They commissioned, I don't know who commissioned this, but I see. Apparently there's horse races coming up. But it says the fastest horse ever recorded managed a speed of over 40 miles an hour. Usain Bolt, the fastest ever, was 27.78 miles an hour.
You ain't racing no horse.
No, he's not even close to it. The study went on to find 11% of 2,000 adults think they could get around the entire Grand National course of 4 miles in under 10 minutes. Yeah, no, you can't. The course record as it stands was set at 8 minutes and 47 seconds by Mr. Frisk back in 1990. Just under 3 in 10 have also been out and about, clocked an animal and thought to themselves, I could outrun that. What do you think? What animals could you outrun?
A turtle.
Chad? A turtle. That's fair. That's fair.
When I was in boot camp, though, I was running I think 4-minute miles, 6-minute miles. We were getting them done, man. Like we were clocking them.
4-minute miles record.
We
breaking.
were flying, man.
Like
we were,
6-minute miles about
we
right.
were doing
5,
it.
6.
They were doing. We had to run a mile every day. Like
Yeah.
that was like our thing. So we were getting that time down. I got the Presidential Fitness Award. Like,
Did you really?
Yeah, I did so many. Like I got my time down and my sit-ups and my push-ups. Had to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and then you had to run a mile. And all in the, you had to do so many of each and run your mile and so quick. But I did. I got a signed thing from Bill Clinton.
Really?
Yeah, it was
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Now when I was in the Army, we had to run 2 miles. Was what they ran us, and sometimes they'd run us further than that.
Yes.
And it sucked. Yeah, that was never my forte.
No, I
running.
hate it, man. And I get like my chest, man. Like I hate that. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
my
Like,
God, it's on fire.
Man, I hate that feeling,
It
man.
feels like it's on fire, doesn't it?
Yes, I hate it.
No,
man.
you feel every
Runner fatigue.
sack in your lungs
Yes.
when you're.
They
And
call
then there's those guys that come up and talk to you. What's up, man?
Yeah. Did you ever? Muscle failure.
Muscle failure?
Make
Sure.
you just do push-ups. You
Yes.
can start quivering and just fall over.
No, that was the goal. They would often push us to muscle
Yes,
failure.
yes,
Yeah, whether
that's
it was
horrible.
push-ups, sit-ups,
God.
all that.
And you cramp so bad a lot of times
Yeah.
when you do that. So mad afterwards, man.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I hated running so much that's, I got in trouble.
Cramps in your legs and
escaping running. They finally caught on to us, and we suffered as a result
always
of
act
that.
like you're sick that day. Oh, I can't run.
Right. No, there
No,
was
you're
none of
running.
that. No, we ran all the time. There was just, no. All right. So we were talking about 1 in 50 men thought they could beat a horse, right? But so it goes on to talk about some of the other things that guys think they could do as far as like the rest of the animal kingdom is also up for challenging. 22% of adults are confident they could lift a chimp off the ground. Okay. 18% would back themselves to beat one in an arm wrestling match. No,
Yeah,
you won't.
okay.
You won't. Matter of fact, you might rip your arm off.
Right, and then hit you
You
in
know
the
how
head with
strong
it.
they are? They're unbelievably strong. 72% of all respondents admitted men are more likely to think they could beat an animal in a feat of strength than women. Again, because men are idiots. I mean, you from time to time, your guys go, I could fight a bear.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No.
I mean, you might fight a
You
little
can.
bear.
You can, but you probably die.
Yeah, no, you're not going to fight a real bear and walk away. They're going to kill you
No,
real
man.
fast. No, there are very few animals. I mean, you might take on a dog.
But some dogs will get you.
Some of them could, but you might take one, but can you take 2, 3, 4? It's pretty hard. You know, now I mean, if it was 4 Chihuahuas, yeah. But if you're talking about a pair of Cane Corsos,
Oh hell no, you're dead.
you're probably dead, wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
I mean, a pair of those, 3 Rottweilers,
2 pits.
2 good pits. You think?
Mm-hmm. The latch on. Yeah, hell yeah.
You think 2 pits will do it
Hell yeah.
for you?
Well, growing up, we used to keep pits like big old logging chains on them and stuff like that. They were
Right.
muscled up. Like back in the day, yeah. I had one called Buddha. He would eat your ass up.
And so you think 2 of Buddha would have took you out?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like 100 and
Was he really?
100. Yeah, 100.
No.
Man, dude.
He was that big?
Man, we had some big dogs.
I've
Man,
never
they
seen a
would-
pit. I've seen rots that big,
Man,
not
we
a
used to
pit.
put logging chains on their neck and stuff and make them walk around the yard like
A
they
pit
had
bull
like
over 100 pounds.
man, yeah, like bullies.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Stocky.
I had a Doberman once that was over 100 pounds.
Mine was like American Bulldog and a Bulldog mix.
Yeah.
So it kind of had both, but yeah, he was 100 pounds. Man.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, that's a killer right
That's a
there.
nice dog too, man.
That's a killer. What happened to him?
I gave him to a buddy. He was supposed to hold him, and then buddy left the state.
Oh, okay.
One of them things.
How many pets have you had from when they were born to the end of their life?
One
Just one.
dog,
How many pets have you had altogether?
a bunch.
So most of them you've given away,
Well,
or
that-
what?
And
Or they died
like jumped
early?
the fence when I was little and just didn't
ran
come
away.
back. And then like, I would go to school and your dog disappeared. You know, like
Yeah.
stuff like that would happen.
Your parents got rid of animals?
I can't say that, but we don't. We don't know.
No, I know. My dad told me he took our Doberman to a farm where he could be with other dogs.
Right,
And I
that means
later
he's-
realized he smoked him.
Yeah. I was just to say he's in doggy heaven.
No, he smoked him and buried him out somewhere in the back 5 acres that I didn't know
Yeah.
about, you know.
Yeah.
This is a crazy story here. Let's switch gears. A newlywed said she waited more than 40 years to have sex for the first time on her wedding night, only to discover that her hymen was so thick she couldn't do it.
Wow.
Yeah, Sarah Jones Green, 44, was brought up in a Christian home. She wanted to wait until marriage out of respect. Wow, that's a long ass time.
Man.
She also saw intimacy as something special. She didn't want to lose her virginity to a one night stand. So in 2020, at the age of 40,
I'd be afraid I'd shoot dust.
right?
You
A
waited
little
too
flag
long.
says bang. She didn't want to lose her virginity on a one night stand. So 2020, at the age of 40, she met her now husband, Martin, on the dating app Bumble.
Bumble.
They got married in 2024. So let's see. They met in 2020. It took 4 years to get, almost 5 to get married.
It's a lot of courtship.
Yeah, it is. On their wedding night, they attempted the first time, but she couldn't.
Man, that has to be frustrating as hell.
Well, if you're her, you waited 40 years to finally get it in,
Get
and
that
now,
sucker in.
yeah, you know, she had to be like, "Are you doing it right?"
Yeah, like, you got a manual?
Right. She spoke to her GP afterwards, who performed an examination and found that she had a condition called a microperforate hymen. That's where it's very thick, but doesn't have much of an opening. She's now on the waiting list for some kind of procedure.
Oh, so she's still waiting.
Yeah, she still hadn't been able to get it in.
That poor lady.
Yeah, that's that. She's married, been married since 2024, and still can't. Man, I think that's a GoFundMe right there.
She's going to be highly disappointed because he's been waiting too.
Hold on a second. This is her, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's,
Is that?
there's a couple pictures, yeah.
Man, she looks like.
Don't even go there.
What was that? What was that comedian who was in the Rat video? What was his name? Milton Berle. She looks like Milton Berle. Like, wow, man.
She looks
is-
like a headbanger from back in the 80s.
She does. She looks like Ozzy's
No, she does.
mentally handicapped cousin.
Yeah.
That
So it probably wasn't that hard for her to keep that holy hoe.
no, I don't think she had to reject a lot of
didn't
suitors
have
looking
people
at
banging
her. I
down
have
the
to be
door
honest
trying
with
to-
you. I don't, nobody was banging nothing. I mean, that's wow. But she does say her husband's been patient and kind, which is good. She said, I waited 4 years to have sex with him. He's been caring the entire time. We had the discussion while still talking. He's fine with it.
He's carrying a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to see somebody. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Yeah. He's like, no, I'm fine. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. No, you do your thing. But I guess they have to have she has to have surgery. She said, I
Ream it out.
haven't got my consultation until August. But a private procedure cost about $1,300. Well, you can't get a GoFundMe for that?
Man.
Hell, the paper that wrote this
lady out,
article
man.
should have paid you that much.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, I'll send you $10. Come on, man. Let's get a fundraiser for her.
Ream this lady out, man.
Man, can I tell you that? So my wife, Laura, she's been on me for some time now to watch this show that she watches all the time. And
Don't do it.
I mean, no, it's too late. I did. And it's one of those shows where as soon as I saw what it was, I kept saying no because I know me, and I'm a sad sack. Like, you show me a story that, you know, people in it that's feel good, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
You know, and so she watches this show called Love on the Spectrum. Okay, so Love on the Spectrum is about, as the name implies, people on the autism spectrum. And these people are all pretty dramatic cases of autism. You know, they may be functional and whatnot, but they're not all, most of them aren't fully functional for some reason or another. And so there's this one girl, I say girl, she's a lady, she's a woman on the show, and she's autistic, but she does work, and she has a fairly normal life, I guess, you know, but her whole goal is to get it in. And so she was dating this guy who's also autistic for like a year. And so she's wanting to get it in. And he said, well, you know, he won't have premarital sex. And she's devastated by this. Like, she's just torn up. She's in tears. She's just destroyed by it that she can't get it in. Like, she's like in heat, man. Her only goal is to get the dust knocked off. And I'm like, y'all can't get her a autistic hooker or something? There's no autistic gigolos out there? Somebody to come serve her up?
You know there is.
But that show is it's a really good show, actually. I mean, there's one guy, his name is Connor, and he thinks, I think he might think he's British and a knight, you know, and but he's like the nicest guy on the planet. It's so funny.
That's
It's really a funny show to check out. Darren Riggin said good morning. What's up, Darren?
What up?
Matthew said, I always wanted to breed an Akita and a Dalmatian.
That'd be a mean ass dog.
That would be a mean dog. They say Dalmatians aren't really that nice.
They're mean as hell.
Are they?
Yeah.
I've never even pet a
mean.
Dalmatian
They're
before.
Mean.
Yeah, I've heard that. Let's see. Brandon said, I love that show. It's hilarious. Yeah, no. It is. I've got to put a link out today for the Blox. As you see in the right corner, that is coming up here in the next couple of weeks, and we are short just a few $100s. And so if you could help with $5, $1, 50 cents, a quarter, $1,000 would be wonderful. But
awesome.
But any amount would be great to help us. It does just cover our food, travel, and expenses while we're there. We're going to be in Tulsa for a week. Gunner and I will be for this entrepreneurial reality competition, and it's going to air on Amazon Prime. It's called The Blox, B-L-O-X. And again, you can see it on the bottom corner of the screen there. I'm going to get this link up here in just a minute on all our Facebook pages. And if you can help us out, man, it would be a real big help. Because, hey, look, it's cool. We get a chance to go be on Amazon Prime, be on a reality show, get some publicity. But mainly, it's going to put us with all these very brilliant business entrepreneurs who can help us make this program way better. And who knows? I mean, you never can tell what connection you make when you're there.
Right.
You know, might be somebody who goes, hey, I like what y'all are doing. Let me fund this.
Right.
You know, awesome. I mean, you never know. And so any help we can get would be amazing and very appreciated as well. So what do you got going on this week, man? What's new in your world?
Drawn out.
Drying out's the right answer. Yeah, no doubt about it.
No, I'll probably get some piercings done this week, man. Like, it was, we were busy, but the rain did affect. I mean, I think it affected everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it did. I mean, I
Like,
couldn't
at one
show
point,
any
you
houses.
could not drive. Like, it was like tornado sirens were going off. I think Saturday when we were working.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's always great.
No, that's never an inspiration for people to come get piercings.
And that's like the last thing you want in the shop is like for the lights to go out when you're doing something.
Right, right. All right, let's go to this. This is somebody who wrote in, not to us, but in another thing on Facebook, and said, "I need some." See, these are the people that go to Facebook that probably shouldn't, but either way, I need some help with a family situation. I'm 18 and in my first year of college. 6 months ago, my mom started dating a new guy. Last weekend, they were married. After the ceremony, my mom's new husband kind of got in my face and made it known that he was now my dad and he would be respected as such. First off, respect is earned, not demanded. Secondly, it was odd that he would choose his own wedding to confront me like this. Thirdly, he not so subtly threatened that if I didn't treat him like he expected, he'd encourage my mom to stop contributing to my education. It should also be known that I've never had a problem with him. I'm just 18 years old and have other things I'm dealing with and I already have a dad. I want my mom to be happy. She deserves it. But it feels odd and unnecessarily confrontational. Do I bring my mom in on this or just let it die and see what happens?
Bring your mom in.
Yeah.
Or you're 18, dude. Like, just move out.
Well, he's in school. I mean, maybe he's living at home. Maybe he comes back and forth. I don't know. But if he's got it, I would probably have to bring mom in if I'm him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're never going to win against him.
No.
The only way you're going to settle that is with mom and let her know what's up. Because honestly, she'll have to go to bat on that.
Right, right.
She probably doesn't even know.
Right.
But yeah, no, I would be pissed off about that. I'd be like, listen, Chief, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you're bringing my mom and all whatnot. I mean, I know she likes you, but
That wedding would have went sideways.
yeah, you don't come to me that way,
Right.
bro.
Yeah.
I'll stomp you.
Because you know, you've already been drinking at this point. So, like, you know, like
Well,
that.
he's 18, so maybe he wasn't.
Well,
Probably was.
he
Though.
probably was. His mama getting married.
Yeah, his mom getting married. He probably are drinking, right?
So if he pops off, like, it'd be real easy to go off hinge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Step parents are tough. It's tough to
Man.
be a step parent at times.
yes.
You know, you have to be honest with you. If you come in with a heavy hand and swinging hard, you're probably not going to do
Nope.
well. It took me a while to, when I first met Laura, to earn Tyler's trust. He hadn't had any father figure really around in his life, and so he was kind of leery anyway, especially if somebody who was competing for time with mom.
Right, right.
And so it took me months just to get him to really be friends with me, and then after that, I slowly worked into becoming more an advisor,
Right.
and then morphed into more dad, and of course I ended up adopting him, but that was another thing. Even that, we sat down and we talked about it before we did it. Do you want to do this? How do
Right,
you feel
right.
about this? What do you think about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ultimately the decision we came to was yes, and it was a proud day for both of us. Still is.
Right.
But it did take me quite a while to earn his trust, and I think that's important. I think it's people want it to be easy, where you just come in old school and go, listen,
That don't work.
yeah, but that old stuff doesn't. Listen, social media beats your ass on that one. You're not going to win that way. You got to go in and earn it a little bit.
Yeah. You can't just come in talking like that on the first.
No. Now, if you got a badass kid, I mean, that's
Well,
different.
yeah,
You might shut that down. Little badasses running around acting crazy or something. I mean, yeah, you got to grab them by the back of the neck and go, hey.
I remember
What's
when I
going on?
met Kristen. When I met Kristen, she had I think he was 2, and he was off the chain, man.
What you mean, off
Like,
the chain?
He was just bad, man.
He
like
was wild.
Yeah, he was wild, man.
Well, it is the terrible twos,
But-
bro. I mean,
I just sat him down and talked to him. Was like, hey, and like we just clicked ever
Yeah.
since then, man. Like he was just like, okay,
he got it.
yeah, he got it.
No, but you probably talked to him pretty cool
Yeah,
about
yeah, I
it.
was-
Yeah, you didn't come in and just smack him down.
No,
you came
no.
in and just had a conversation.
Right.
What do you think is the hardest about being a step parent?
The other parent, that's the hardest thing That's the hardest
What do you mean when you say that?
balance. You got to balance it out. Like, you got to be dad, but I feel like you can't overstep certain boundaries. You see what I'm
Boundaries.
saying?
Yeah, no, I do. I know exactly.
Like,
what you mean.
I get in trouble sometimes at work. I don't do it, but they try to get me in trouble. Like, a stepmom will bring a kid in to get a piercing, knowing that the other mom don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
right.
the real mom has to be there to sign the paperwork, so I can't do it.
So you can't do it with a stepmom.
Right, but you know some of them are doing that just to get a dig in that other mom. Like,
No,
oh, she won't do it, I'll take you to do it.
No,
Try
you're
to get them
absolutely
points.
right. No, you are right. That
can't do
kind of
stuff like
pettiness
that.
does
Yeah,
happen.
you
doesn't it?
can't do stuff like that.
So if someone comes in, how do you know if it's the mom or not?
That, man, they have to bring in identification, birth certificates. Like, it's a whole thing, man.
Oh, it's a real,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
legit. Bringing a
Legit.
birth certificate?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I even have moms be like, I'll bring their social security. I'm like, keep that at home, man.
No, that won't help. Yeah. No. So now, how old do they have to be to get a piercing?
The cartilage or anything like that, they got to be at least 16 years old, and that's where the whole, cause like navel piercings and all that, like
But what about ears?
there's first, seconds, and sometimes thirds. Just depends on where they're at. Can't be any kind of cartilage.
Yeah. So I'm saying, how young can you can get your ears pierced real
I
young?
start at
right?
age 5.
At 5?
Yeah, because babies, your ears are still developing and stuff like that. You do them too young. 5 is kind of pushing it, but moms get really mad. Like, they want their kids' ears pierced.
Really?
Yeah, like someone get upset. Like, and I have people come in and lie about the age and everything else.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to get it
I'm
done.
fixing to start asking for birth certificates.
Well, that's crazy
Little
that they'll lie
slide-ins
about
and
it.
3-year-olds and
Yeah,
stuff.
they just want to get it done because it's that critical that they
Yeah, I'm
wear
just
earrings.
Like, come on now.
Like they're toddlers.
Let their ears develop a little bit, man. Like,
Yeah, and so, but you said sometimes that they'll come in and argue about, wanting to get other things done for their team.
man, this weekend I had a mom who got really mad because her daughter was 17. She's almost 18, but she's not 18, and she wanted her nipples pierced. And I was like, I cannot.
And how old was she?
She was 17.
Oh,
I was like, that's a charge. She's like, no. I was like, I cannot touch her. Like, you know, like that.
yeah, no, it's not legal
It's
for me
not
to do
legal.
so.
I'm not a doctor. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, I cannot just go, no.
No. So you see, you got to wait to
Yeah,
however many months it is.
They were both fitting to get pierced, and then they both got mad and they left. And I'm just like, I still got a job.
Right? I still have a company.
I'm not in jail tonight.
But I guess that sometimes people probably will bend the rules, won't they?
Man, yeah. And I've had people come in there and try to pay me.
Oh, bribe you?
Yeah, be like, hey, I'll pay you this. I'm like, no, man. Come
Hey, or
on.
if they I tell you what, just meet me behind the store real quick.
No.
No?
No.
It does have to be, especially when it comes to like that, when it comes to
Like even my
naked
wife,
parts.
like even my wife, like when she wants a piercing, I'm like, I'll take it to the shop. Like I don't do it that's just not. You don't do that.
No, you don't. I was joking about
No,
that, bro.
no,
I
I'm
mean,
just
it's
saying-
not like a haircut
No,
you can do
but
anywhere.
yeah, it's not like you can just be like, okay, let's pop
I
up.
mean, you got that set up. You got that set up. Rich said, I was a step parent who ended up getting full custody of my stepson after my first divorce. Yeah, no, I mean, that's clearly a
He
sign
took
that you were
custody of
doing.
the kid.
Yeah,
That's
that's
wild.
That is
man.
wild.
You did not hear about that.
You don't, and that speaks highly to
Rich,
what
man.
you did.
Yeah, kudos to you, man. That's awesome, man.
No doubt about it. I do know the story, and it's a sad story, but he really did step up there.
Good job, Rich.
It
I
was
didn't know
awesome.
that. That's awesome of you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he stepped up in that
That's
case.
awesome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he's good people. Oh, Rich is pretty good folks, man.
That little
Pretty good
kids.
folks.
Yeah, man. I didn't know that. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that is awesome, isn't it? All right, I tell you what, let's take a quick break.
Take the camera off me, man.
Oh, no, I'm definitely leaving the camera on you this time, brother. Definitely leaving the camera on you, man.
Turned on the radio today. Cut it off after 2 songs play. Whatever happened to rock and roll? Everything is sad and it blows. Huey was singing now about the heart. ZZ Top jammed about cars. AC/DC shook us all night long. the good times gone. I just wanna get in my damn car and bump up the speakers without hearing all these songs about depression, dope, and tweakers. I remember days riding with my friends, singing every song to the end. What the hell are they doing now? Sitting together in a car and crying. Sometimes my buddies ask me, how come you don't listen to new stuff? I don't know, but maybe it's because I'm not a damn cream puff. I just wanna get in my damn car and bump up the speakers without hearing all these songs about depression, dope, and tweakers. While all these folks are sad and wailing, I'm sticking with Def Leppard, GNR, and Van Halen. Oh yeah. It always feels like a good jam session, and I don't end up with a bag of depression. Wanna get in my damn car and bump up the speakers without hearing all these songs about depression, dope, and tweakers.
All right, we are back. We are back. So let's see. Y'all throw us some topics to talk about. I'm bored with everything we have this morning. It's all political, and I don't like doing that shit, man. I'm so tired of, man. Every time you turn on the TV, you see somebody talking, and I'm like, no.
That's why I'm glad we got streaming stuff nowadays, man, because you can just kind of ride above all that shit.
What have you been streaming?
What was I watching the other day? I was watching Getting Gotti.
Getting Gotti.
Yeah,
what is that?
Talking about John Gotti, like the whole rise and fall of Gotti.
And
and
was
stuff.
it like a documentary?
Yeah, like showing how they got him and just
really.
Yeah, I
was
like
it pretty good.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, you probably love that movie Scarface.
Yeah, that's
Is that one of your favorites?
Yeah, I've got like the whole I got the poster, like
Yeah.
with the holding the gun.
That is a great movie, man. Yeah. That's a great movie. Yeah, we just finished the third season of White Lotus. The first two were pretty great. The third one's okay. I wasn't just stoked about it, but I will tell you what show that, man, if you're not watching this show, I swear to God, you are missing out on one of the best shows, which is The Righteous
I knew you were going to say that again. Like,
man.
I got to check this out, man.
Bro, that show is so ridiculously good.
I
mean, like, it's just crazy how good it is.
My wife was making that shirt. She was like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "I don't know. I got to send."
Man, it's hilarious. It's I've mentioned before. It's a fictional mega church family, and this year, this season, which is the last season of it, they brought in Sean William Scott Stifler. They brought in an actor named Stephen Dora. If you've seen him in a million things, you probably don't know who he is, but he's been around a long time. Some other A-list actors on top of that. Bradley Cooper. Man, it's just wild how many people are part of it, but it's hilarious, man. And then watched another show called Vice Principals. It's only 2 seasons. It's Danny McBride, also has Walton Goggins in it.
Danny McBride, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, well, he's in Righteous Gemstones. He's one of the main ones. But in Vice Principals was a movie they were going to make, but it was so long they said, let's just make it a 2-season series. And it's a hell of a lot of fun to watch. The first 2 episodes are a little slower, but once you get past that, it gets crazy and it gets a lot of fun. Little Doggy said, really like that song. Brandon said, Chad be streaming PH. What's PH? I'm not sure what that is. Tasha said, I just finished Mafia Grace docuseries.
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I'd like to know more about that. I'm not familiar with that particular
Anything with
series.
mafia, or you got me. Like, I'm watching that.
What about, are you a fan of the Godfather movies?
Oh yes. Well, I do. But I've watched them, but it's nothing that I'll just be like, if it's on, I'm not gonna watch it. Like, you have to be in a certain mood to really watch.
They're real long.
Cause you gotta
drawn
watch
out.
them. Yeah, you gotta really watch them too, man,
Yeah, I mean,
to understand it,
the
anyways.
first two were really pretty great.
And then it
I
kind
did
of
watch
gets
'em.
slow after that.
But I, I saw them, and that was good enough for me. I don't have to see them again.
Right. That's what kind of movies those are. Scarface, you'd watch a million
Scarface,
times.
I have watched a million times,
Right.
probably. I mean, especially from probably the time I was 18 till I was 28. I probably watched it 100 times, I bet.
I've got a Scarface poster, or not Scarface. I've got a Goodfellas poster. Godfellas.
That's another great mob movie.
And
That's Joe Pesci, probably
right.
one of his best roles.
It's awesome. And one of like my OGs, like he's like my homie. He had a heart attack, and he gave me the poster of his man cave, and on the back it's got like this big inscription, and he will not let me read it until he passes and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of cool. It's hanging on my wall.
Oh, that's cool. You
got
can't.
a-
It's like a do not
yeah,
open
he's
until.
like, I'm gonna give you this poster. On the back, there's a letter handwritten to you, but do not read it until anything happens to me.
Wow,
It's kind of sad, but I was
that's
like,
wild.
all right.
Was he expecting something to happen?
Well, he had a heart attack, and he's like, his heart functions at like 15% or something
Oh,
like that.
that's not good.
But it's been like that for like 4 years.
So he's like the Energizer Bunny. He
Yeah,
just
man.
keeps going.
He didn't have insurance and had a heart attack, man. So
You know what? A good mob movie, The Untouchables.
man, I'm telling you, like, I'll watch any. If you say any mob movie, I'm gonna say it's a banger. Like, I love mob movies, man.
Little doggy said, I had to finish Fallout before I go to the Gemstones because Walton Goggins, dude's an underrated actor. No, you're right. He's having his moment, though, right now. He's in everything, everywhere. He's in White Lotus. He's in The Righteous Gemstones. He was in Vice Principals. I just saw him in something else. I mean, like, he's everywhere right now, but he's such a phenomenal actor. Tasha said, I meant Natalia Grace docuseries.
She said Mafia Grace. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Tasha said, Your Honor on Netflix is so good. Is that a court type show or something? I'm not familiar with that one either. She's got some ones I don't know about. What other mob movies are good that you like?
It's not really a mob movie, but I like what's the Dillinger one? The bank. Yeah, I think it is called Dillinger.
Just called Dillinger.
Yeah, where he robs the banks and stuff
Right.
like that. I like.
It was kind of the same era, though.
Yeah, I like
in a
that
way.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
I just streamed again. I watched, because I hadn't watched it in a long time, The Dark Knight.
I hadn't seen
with
that in a long time.
the Heath Ledger
Yeah,
one.
I hadn't seen that in a long
Man.
time, man.
I had forgotten just how good Heath
He
Ledger
nailed that
was. And
stuff, man.
damn, man, he was a good actor.
Yes, yeah.
And he did destroy that role.
Man,
I guess it destroyed him too.
Right, but nobody
But
ever
damn,
touched that role
No.
like he did, man.
Man, he was just perfect.
That was him, man.
It's hard to beat that role,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Christian Bale's good as Batman. He
Good.
really is. I mean, I give him hell because the voice is a little grating to me, but
But
in
if they,
reality,
if they
he
would
did a
have
good
had
job.
if they had an on point Batman on that one, that would have been the best Batman. Like,
Some people say it is the best superhero movie of all time. I don't agree with that, but
as far as
it's up
Batman,
there.
it would go. It's the best Batman, I think.
Probably,
If
yeah.
it had a better you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't hate Christian Bale at all.
No, I
think he's a
don't. But I
fine
just
Batman.
think it could have been a better. You know what I'm saying? With that Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Who's
it
your
was
favorite Batman then?
probably Keith.
Who? Michael Keaton?
He's just the OG to me. You know
OG?
what I'm saying? Like that.
No,
was the
he was a
first-
badass.
he
I
was-
mean,
and he wore Jordans. Like he wore Jordan 6s when he was playing Batman.
did he
Like,
really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Michael Keaton to me definitely is the best Bruce Wayne, without a doubt. He has the most swagger.
Yeah.
He has the most. He was just the best at it. Now, as far as Batman goes, I don't know. I mean, once you put the mask on, a lot of them are close to the same.
Right.
What about Ben Affleck? Did you like his role?
He did good, but I don't know, man.
Not a fan of him.
No, not really. I mean, that new movie that's coming out, The Accountant too. Like I'll watch that. I like The Accountant one. That
Did
was
you?
that was pretty good, man.
Says Dillinger had Johnny Depp.
Dillinger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was he nailed that one too. That was a good one for Donnie.
Oh, that's right. Goggins was in the Hateful Eight too. That's right. He sure was. And
Hateful
that's a
Eight.
Quentin Tarantino
Yes.
movie. This was showing Tyler the other day because he's finally, it's not one of those movies you'd watch Pulp Fiction with a little kid.
Right.
Now he's finally old enough. He's 22 now.
Yeah.
And so we were watching the other day that basement scene in Pulp Fiction. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where Ving Rhames is, they're doing bad things
Right.
to Ving, and
Yes.
Bruce Willis rescues him, and he
Yes.
goes, "Are we all right?" He goes, "You all right?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm pretty far from all right."
I always felt bad for the guy that he gets a hold of at the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got this dude. Like,
Oh no, I don't feel bad for that guy
like
at
he's
all. but
fixing
he's
to like
got to-
tear every fingernail
Oh
off.
no,
like,
he tells him you're about to the rest of your life in pain.
man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I felt that too when he said that. I'm like, he's finna mess
No,
that
he's
dude up.
absolutely, as I would as well. I would absolutely, that dude it would be hours and days and whatever, however long I could keep that guy tortured, I would, I swear to God.
Keep him on life support just to keep messing him
Ooh,
up.
man, yeah. Tasha said, Your Honor is about a judge's son kills a mob boss on accident and flees the scene. It's based in New Orleans. Really good.
That sounds wild.
Little Doggy said Public Enemies. What? I don't know. But Johnny Depp wasn't.
That's the name of the movie. Public
Okay, that
Enemies.
is the name of it.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
with
yes.
Johnny Depp is in it.
Dillinger, yeah.
He plays Dillinger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like him in some different roles. He's real good in that. You like that movie Blow?
Oh man, yes.
That's a great
That's
one.
a great movie.
That's
man.
a great Johnny Depp.
Man,
Back when Johnny Depp was the shit.
Yes, that was an awesome
Now he's
movie,
just kind
man.
of weird to me.
After Pirates of the Caribbean, I think he kind of went off.
Maybe he drank too much wine or something. I don't know, but
Too
he's
much
weird.
rum.
He's a
Something.
weird dude.
Yeah, he's wild, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm still. He did win over Amber Heard. I'll say that.
Made her
you
go
know.
crazy
I
too.
mean, she shit in his bed, man.
Man, what do you got to do to a girl to make her shit in your bed, man?
I mean, that is the craziest thing, and she was proud of it. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like, man, are you serious right now?
like you got to really do.
You got to really be pissed off to drop a deuce in the bed.
Like I said, I've had a girl burn my clothes. I've never had shit in my bed.
No, that's. I mean, I guess I'm grateful I never pissed off anybody off that much. You know, or maybe she's just
Man,
batshit crazy.
is that like marking your territory?
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so at all. I don't think that is at all. I think that's just
That's
I'm pissed
horrible.
off.
God.
Yeah, no,
No.
that's absolutely horrible. All right, let's see. I do need to cover a couple things here real quick. I'm sure that I haven't gotten to this morning. Let's talk about house stuff. Oh, I got a couple. Man, check this out. Again, I tell you about Josh Taylor over at First Horizon. You think I'm bullshitting? I shouldn't say that in a commercial. I'm sorry. That's wrong.
100% real.
That's wrong. But you think so? Dude is real. I've got a client that I met, and because I've worked hard for her, now her brother's buying a house and her mom's buying a house.
That's what's
Okay.
up, man.
So her brother, it took 6 months. We've been working together, and he just got approved. And not only did he get approved, he also got approved for an $8,000 grant to cover down payment and closing costs or help with that, which is pretty amazing to have. And she's approved. She's going to wait about 60 more days to get her score up just slightly more so she can get the grant also and cover most of her down payment and closing costs.
That's awesome, man.
So this is something that you can take advantage of, and you don't have to even use me to do it. You can just call Josh Taylor over at First Horizon Bank because that's who has it, okay? Let me just give you his number, and you just call him direct. You don't even have to worry about me. But I will say that I think it's a good example. I work with people, and I'll tell them, listen, here's what we need to do over the next few months. Let's get you ready to buy.
Right,
Because
right.
not everybody is ready, and they need a starting point. They need to figure out what's the roadmap for me to be able to be a homeowner. How can I take advantage of the free money?
It's scary, man. It's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, it really is, and you want someone to guide you through it. Josh's number is 351-2579. It's 2579. It's Josh Taylor at First Horizon. Tell him I sent you over to him and that you want to learn more about the grants, because it's up to $9,000. It could be income-based. It could be based on the fact that you're a first responder, firefighter, policeman, EMT, anything like that.
They do
soldier.
Army?
Yes, soldier.
That's exciting, yeah.
And then also, if you're a professional, doctor, lawyer, accountant, they have programs for them. And you can get a grant also for that. So check them out. Yeah, I'm working with a lot of people right now, and was so excited when he reached out and said, man, I got the grant, man. And I was like, this is great, because it's so cool to help somebody in that way.
And it's cool to go into a house having money instead of coming out of money.
I know that's right.
Like, I don't know that feeling. Like,
No, me either. I've never had that happen to me where that.
I wish I had that feeling, man. That's awesome, man.
Very, I have not had that
Hell yeah.
happen at all. It was a good day yesterday. I made 2 different home offers. I've been shopping with one couple for probably 6 months, and then this guy, the brother, I'd been talking to him for 6 months, working with the sister, but we found a house right away for him. So that was pretty exciting. Hopefully both of our offers will be accepted this morning, and we'll be well on our way to getting those transactions.
2 houses in a day.
Man, I'm trying, man.
Getting it, man. I'm telling you,
I
man.
went a week doing nothing, though, with all the weather.
Hey,
and
man, it was
everything.
spring break and then bad weather, man. Like,
Yeah, and it was, I could feel the pain of it. Trust me, I was like, man, I need to do something. I feel
part
like
of that small business hustle, man.
I feel lazy, when I can't work, even if it's weather or anything
I
else.
start feeling like you feel kind of worthless. You're like,
Yeah.
what am I doing, man?
Yeah, I mean, I got to be doing something, right? I mean, should I be going out and delivering some food at this moment? I need to go get a
Sign you up for Spark.
Right? I don't know how anyone could think he's weird after he did Stigmata so early in his career. That movie was messed up. I guess he's talking about Johnny Depp. I don't know that I ever
I've
saw
never
that
seen that
movie.
one.
The trial was about who was the better actor. Brandon said Johnny's better. No, clearly he is better, and it probably was about that. Again, I can't believe that she shat in his bed.
That's still funny.
That's still, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you think she's the GOAT for that. I'm not sure.
Oh, some girls are out there like, you go, girl.
I know it was so bad they cut a lot of her role out of the Aquaman movie.
The second one.
Yeah, because I guess that was supposed to blossom into a full-on romance, and they're like,
Yeah. Did you watch the first one and the second one?
Yeah.
It's like, her role gets like, you can tell.
Yeah, no, it was definitely pulled back. They're like, Amber Heard what? Amber Heard gone.
Yeah.
I did watch, this is one thing I watch now. Some people would say it was probably too much, but I watched the Zack Snyder version of the Justice League, which is 4 hours long. And I have to admit, really was good. It takes a long. It is a long time, and it's when you do it that way, it's not all action either.
Right.
But it explained the story. You can see why he was pissed about the editing, although 4 hours is again way too long. But I could see where they edited so much stuff out of it that he had done. You didn't understand some of it. And that's what happens a lot of times in movies is editing makes or breaks a movie.
Right.
You might shoot great scenes, but if it's bad editing, the movie turns out like crap.
I guess that's why some books do better than the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's hard sometimes. Stephen King's books are the hardest in the world to adapt. I mean, only a handful of the ones they've adapted of his have succeeded.
Right.
Most every Stephen King adaptation has failed miserably, with just a handful of exceptions.
Because it's like the dummy version of it.
And even the ones that have succeeded, except for Shawshank, have not really been the actual story. Like Misery, maybe one of the most successful.
I wonder if Shawshank was like the original. Like if
Shawshank came from a short called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption in a book of short stories by Stephen King. And so it was a short story version of that they made into a longer movie.
Gotcha.
So it was easier to take that and work with it. Although they changed that up some too, because
they had to make it longer, probably.
Well, in the story, the character Morgan Freeman played was a redheaded dude. That's why he went by Red.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that
but
makes
they
sense.
changed it, and he even made a joke about it in the movie. What other Stephen King movies have succeeded? Misery, but the end of the book and the end of the movie are very different.
Was Pet Cemetery?
Pet Cemetery, I don't know if it was successful, but they tried to
It
be
scared the
pretty
shit out of me
faithful.
as a kid. I know that.
Yeah, they tried. I read that was the first Stephen King book I read, and it tripped me out when I read it.
That was a weird one, man.
Yeah, I was probably 13, 14.
That's a
when I
little
read
young
that.
to read that book.
Man, but you have to understand, I started reading books from the time I was really young, so I was reading, novels by the time I was 14, 15.
I was
full
reading
novels.
Hooked on Phonics.
Well, one of us has a successful tattoo business. The other is, a fledgling real estate agent.
Man,
How
you're
about that?
balling, man. Short so man, come on now.
All right. Listen, it's been a great show today. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm bored with all the political stuff, and I don't want to do it. So we're gonna cut while the cutting's good and say that we did a good show today,
Awesome.
and just put that shit in the books. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So we out.
Peace.